1, 8 to 1 when I gave you that opening show, 16 to 1 yesterday evening. 2 to go. That's the Royal Runner Golden Handshake, who will be coming out of stall number 4. Tarriance goes in, long run to the turn here, so plenty of chance to find a slot in the field. Love Talk is restrained. Cape Breton and the free sweating Talisman's Time amongst the first ones to move on. Daiquiri Bay not too far away, likewise the red cap of Sea of Kings as they race through the first quarter mile. Fantasy World back towards the inside, racing on the inside is Golden Handshake of Tarriance, who is restrained back. Novelista's white face shows in midfield, and at this stage towards the back, Bosun, in company with Love Talk, who's restrained when the stalls opened. As they make their way through the first furlong, the early pace is quite brisk. Cape Breton and the other sweating runner, Sea of Kings, with Daiquiri Bay out wider. Talisman's Time a little keen just between that pair. Fantasy World's in 5th place with Golden Handshake Novelista, then Tarriance, blue cap of Polestar, Bosun still towards the back, with Love Talk and Many Men also towards the rear. So just press that little rise and they're making their way to a little bit of a left-hand turn. So out in the leads, we run through the field. Cape Breton has the advantage, red cap in 2nd, Sea of Kings with Daiquiri Bay. Fantasy World on the inside of orange and purple with Talisman's Time, Royal Runner Golden Handshake and Novelista. Tarriance in the noseband, then Many Men just ahead of the blue cap of Polestar. Still under restraint is Love Talk, and right towards the back is Bosun as they make their way down this back straight and heading their way down towards the final 7 furlongs or so. And out in the lead, the pace just beginning to steady down as Cape Breton at an even gallop leads Daiquiri Bay in 2nd, and in 3rd Sea of Kings. In 4th place Talisman's Time, who races on the outer of Fantasy World. The Royal Runner, keen grip now, scarlet sleeves, is Golden Handshake on the outside of the white face of Novelista. Then Tarriance, the pink cap noseband on the outer of Many Men. Bosun is still last of all, just preceded by the blue cap of Polestar and Love Talk. So they're making their steady turn back towards home into the final 3/4 of a mile. Cape Breton allowed to stride on again now, just begins to increase the pace as they turn towards the straight. In 2nd place is Daiquiri Bay. Towards the inside is Sea of Kings, then Talisman's Time and Fantasy World. Tarriance just moving up on the outside, maybe going to try and pen Golden Handshake in and just keep him towards that cluster of runners with Novelista on the other flank. And then behind these Many Men, who makes ground as Golden Handshake is ridden. As out in the lead it is still Cape Breton, Daiquiri Bay and Sea of Kings. Tarriance has made ground very smoothly through the field. Pink cap on the left hand side, Many Men on the other flank with Novelista. Fantasy World, Golden Handshake ridden and not picking up. Bosun trying hard to get from the back of the field, but at the moment they're 5 or 6 deep. The red cap of Sea of Kings, far side is Many Men, Daiquiri Bay, and then on the stand side Tarriance. Those 4 ahead of Fantasy World. Bosun continues to run on, heading to the final furlong now, and Many Men and Tarriance are the 2 that are fighting out the Melrose. Many Men by about a neck or so. Tarriance still just ahead down. Many Men all out to hold off Tarriance, who's coming as the run to the line. That is close. That is on the bob between Many Men and Tarriance. Daiquiri Bay, Sea of Kings, Novelista, Fantasy World, then Polestar. Love Talk all the way back to Golden Handshake and Talisman's Time. That's as close as I think we've had a week, because Tarriance dropped the head on the line. The head was coming back up as Many Men came back towards the line. Favour Tarriance on that, wouldn't you? May have got the bob in at the right time. You can see how their heads are alternating there in front. Daiquiri Bay's a clear 3rd. Sea of Kings will be 4th if you have extra places. Fantasy World is 5th, and then behind these Polestar and Novelista. Hands of the judge, but on that evidence it's Tarriance who's put the head down where it matters for Colin Keane, Andrew Balding and Juddmonte. Judge's call waiting for the Melrose.
Only racing could throw up a clash here between Juddmonte and James Finch. Who's got it? It's very, very tight. Juddmonte on the near side, James Finch's miracle horse, Many Men, on the far side.
This side. Tarriance.
Ooh,
surely.
Tarriance certainly hasn't lost.
Surely Tarriance. It looks clear, unless it's getting a funny angle there. But on the nose, I mean, he didn't really have it anywhere but the line, did he? I think he literally got his head down where
Here
it
is the
mattered.
outcome of the photo finish for 1st place. First, number 3, Tarriance.
There we go. First, number 3, Tarriance. Big smile there from Colin Keane and a pat down the neck for his charge. He was lovely and relaxed throughout, managed to settle pretty much outside the eventual second. Many Men relatively well just behind mid-div. There was a nice pace set in front by the owner mate Cape Breton, and and there is the winning distance. You've got to actually feel for Many Men, because he was the winner everywhere but the line. But Tarriance, just in his slow grinding way, kept going all the way to the line.
Big scalp that, isn't it, for Colin? You know, he's a multiple champ back home. He's yet to fully settle in and find that rhythm over here, and he goes, and it's one of our multiple champs, Oisin Murphy, on the far side, and the pair of them go hammer and tongs, and literally the bob of heads, wasn't it? Who's up, heads down, and it's gone the way of the St Ledger entry.
In a race that Andrew's won a couple of times already. Coltrane won this race, then Valley Forge more recently. You can see both making their runs here. Many Men on the left, Tarriance on the right, and it was tight. Even in second, Many Men has now won James Finch over 115 grand since buying him from a seller, but it could have been so much more. But no, it's gone to Juddmonte, Colin Keane and Andrew Balding. Tarriance, the Times told me, brilliantly named. Mum is called Visit, and a Tarriance back in the day was a brief stay, a visit effectively. This was tight, Ollie.
It sure was, and I don't think Colin Keane thought he'd won crossing the line. Got there in the end.
Yeah, no, Ollie's a horse who's progressed from run to run. Step up and trip seems to bring out the best in him, and nice ground, and he's very straightforward horse.
It's a race that has pointed us in the way of some really good horses, progressive horses win at Melrose. How much more is there to come, do you think?
I'd say there is a bit to come, because he quickened up to win nicely, and he got a bit lonely, and when Oisin came to him, it only helped him, to be honest. So I'd say there's a bit more to come.
Just if I can touch on a couple of your other rides. Kirat in the Group 1 City of York. Given what he did at Goodwood, how much are you looking forward to getting on him?
Looking forward to getting back on him. Lucky he did it the hard way in Goodwood, and he came out on top. Looking forward to getting back on him. And Willie's horse was very unlucky in the Ebor last year, so if he got a clear run, he could run a big race.
Do you think he would have won last year?
He'd have been a very good second anyways.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well done today, good luck.
Thank you.
And as every year, the Ebor's younger brother gives an automatic place in next year's Sky Bet Ebor if they want to use it, with Tarriance for the Balding team. Won today at 5-1. Many Men, the gamble just missed by a fraction. The 9-2 favourite, Daiquiri Bay, was third. Ruby.
Yes, Ed. I mean, you're talking about fractions. Watch Merry Men. On the left, the shot is Colin Keane. On the right is Oisin Murphy. But Merry Men drifts all the way across. You're talking about inches he gets beaten. And if Oisin Murphy could have got Merry Men to come dead straight, those inches would have been with him, not against him. So that drift ultimately has cost him.
Well, Barry Marn is the racing manager for Juddmonte. He'll be delighted to see me. Don't take on the role of trainers. That was tight, but that's a progressive horse.
Yeah, in fairness to Andrew, he said to me this morning that his work has improved every month, and he'd worked well with some nice horses at home last week, so he was expecting a big run, and in fairness, Colin had to be at his strongest there to get up on the line.
Really good race there. Big day for Juddmonte. Kirat runs, of course. Extraordinary winner of the Sussex Stakes. What realistically do you hope for today?
Myself and Rafe were just talking, and we actually said we don't really know what to expect. But look, he's a good horse. He's genuine. He tries hard. He'll give his run, and whether that'll be good enough or not, we'll find out today.
And just finally, Barry, do you feel the goal, we're told, is back in work? He's your big horse, the brilliant winner of the Irish Guineas in the St James's Palace. Do you think we'll see him on the track again this season?
I hope so. He's back cantering. He's no